Does your dog love being off leash, but you want to have some safety features in place so that you don't end up losing them? Stay tuned. I've been asked to review the Tractive XL. Welcome back, everyone. The snow has arrived and we're headed out on a hike right now. I've been asked to review the Tractive XL for dogs over 50 pounds, so let's learn more about it. Royce and I love going on hikes, and I have to keep him safe. He loves going in off-leash areas. Leash is a prison to him, but necessary at times. So what I like to do for his safety is I keep a vest on him and a bell so I can help find him. But as you can see, he has a GPS tracker on his collar. Here is the Tractive XL. Look at this beast. This is a huge GPS tracker, and it has great battery life. It boasts up to 1 month of battery before it needs a charge. And this is his other one. So last month we've been kind of wearing these in tandem to compare them. So this is the original Tractive. This one weighs in about an ounce, a little over an ounce, and this one is about 4 ounces. So you can see the size difference there. It's massive. It hooks on easily to the dog's collar with 3 straps. You'll definitely need that for this brute of a unit. And there's the on button right there. You'll see that I put the on and off button in the downward position on his collar. I found that once it got bumped when playing with other doggy friends on the top of the collar. So pro tip. Royce isn't a runner, but I can imagine if you had a dog that liked to escape, you'd be really concerned about finding out where they were at all times. Last year, a couple of our friends lost their dogs and actually used Tractive to find them. So they went and we're in a dog park region. They jumped the fence at the dog park and went tearing off into the woods. But thankfully, due to the Tractive GPS location technology on the dog's collars, both were found within the hour. So that was fabulous. Very impressed with the Tractive XL thus far. Although it's a big unit, dogs over 50 pounds can definitely handle the weight on their collar. Royce is 90 pounds and this fits him just fine. It is waterproof and is meant to track your dogs where there is cell service, so LTE 4G service. I've actually been pleased though that I've taken this collar, the GPS, to areas where there is sort of a really low signal, like 1 bar for example, and where with the other Tractive, the original Tractive, would drain within a day because it's constantly trying to find a satellite connection. The Tractive XL, with its battery capacity and software, it seems to retain a reasonable amount of charge. Now both the Tractive XL and the regular Tractive, they will drain the battery faster when you're out of a set Wi-Fi zone. So it's an easy setting within the Tractive XL. You basically set it up to your house, put it on Wi-Fi, and it kind of goes into like a dormant, like holding pattern mode in the house. So that saves your battery big time. And with the XL, you're getting up to a month of battery charge. Right now we're up to about 21 days with going to places with very minimal cell connectivity. So there is still a bit, but I think the way they've adjusted the software now with the XL, it doesn't drain the battery as badly, so that's a really good thing. Now this is a product that requires a subscription, so there's a basic and a premium. With the premium you get worldwide service, you can track the wellness, their location, live and Bluetooth, as well as just regular location services with pings every 2 to 60 minutes. So that's really cool. You can also share with family with the premium monthly subscription, and you get their location history. So that's really neat. It'll show you a really cool map, a heat map really, of where the dogs have been over the last many days. So right now you can see that after 3 weeks I still have 31% charge, which is actually pretty impressive. So we're really on track for that 1 month tracking ability. And there you see, we're in the forest there, and there he is. Little dot represents me. Now there is a little bit of a variance, a little bit of difference as to where the dog is compared to you, but it's not off by very much. It's reasonable to get a little bit of a little bit of variance there. Now if I was to put him in live mode, the 2 dots would line basically right up. So speaking of that, I have turned on live mode right now. It tells you, basically at a slow walk, going at 8 meters, going south, and at 126 meter elevation. So I've got on satellite mode now. Yeah, there's the other tracker, but that's the one right now that's doing the live tracking, one that's blinking. And when you're in live tracking mode, it does keep them on track for live for 5 minutes, then it turns it off to save the battery. So you just have to reconnect. So basically it says he's right near me. I can put on the radar mode. And then basically when he's in Bluetooth range, it'll tell me just how close he is. So you want to make sure that you have the Bluetooth on, and as you walk closer to the dog, the number of circles will kind of light up to let you know where they are. So I'm pretty close. So you can see the two tractors there. That's why his two little heads are there. So we're getting warmer here. So he's really close to me, so you see that. I can also turn on sound. So you can hear that sound there. It's pretty quiet actually. I wish it was a bit louder. You can also turn on the light as well. If it's in the dark, the light will turn on. So you can see all those circles have lit up. He's basically right on top. I'm basically right on top of him. The other thing I like to do is his health and wellness. So if you use this over a week, it will give you a wellness score. So take it for what it's worth. So his activity and his sleep are good. I haven't been out that much today, so we're just at the hour mark. You can set goals. So I set him for 140 minutes a day. When he was younger, it was a lot more. So you can see his activity there. Got me up at 5 this morning. The little bars go up with the amount of activity they had. He's had a good afternoon nap, and now we're out for our hike. So it tells you how many calories, generally speaking, that he's burning in a week. Or no, sorry, a day. How many calories in a day that he's burned so far. And his sleep. So it tells you the night he sleeps about 8 hours, and during the day he has about a 3-hour nap. And of course there's different leaderboards, so you can have some competition with your friends. For more info, you can click on the sleep function. It says his sleep quality is really high. So he had a good sound sleep with less interruptions. And it sort of shows the daytime versus nighttime sleep there. Shows when he had interruptions. So 3 sleep phases. If you click on that, you can see how he did each day, meeting his goals. So I really like these features, especially the health features. It does let you know if there's any issues. Like, for example, he had a little bit of allergies this summer. Oh, watch your head. Allergies this summer, so he was up scratching in the night. So I could definitely see that on the Tractive, that he had some issues. So with treating that, then you notice his sleep was a lot better. So very interesting feature of this product. I've had the original Tractive for a few years now and really like it. So I was really happy to get the opportunity to review the XL. I think it's a great product. It's worldwide. Very important too, because it tracks your health and wellness, and you can locate your dog on a map, and have a little friendly competition with your friends and learn about how many calories they're burning, kind of like a little stepper for dogs, so that you can help control their weight if they're exercising less. Maybe need to reduce their food and stuff like that. So that's what I really like about it. The fact that it's waterproof. The only downside I see is that you do need a smartphone with it, and you do need a monthly subscription, basic or premium. So that's the downside to it. I like it in terms of it's a bit better than, say, the Apple AirTag. And you know why? Is because the Apple AirTag is really for tracking items. It's off-label to track animals or people with it, for example. Like if you have someone in your family who's prone to wander, because you don't get those little safety alerts. I can make fences with this app to let me know when he's left the house, the yard. It buzzes my phone to let you know that he has left a safe, an area, his home. I can also make no-go fences with this app. I can also say, oh, he's approaching the highway. Maybe I better, get motoring. So that's something that, Apple AirTags, they cannot offer you. They're kind of like a Bluetooth thing. They kind of ping off of other people's phones. So they can be quite useful for luggage and things like that, but I really wouldn't use them for animals, especially because there's a lot more animal-specific things you can get, with this kind of attractive, like the wellness, the fences, and it's a great product. It's about 2-year warranty, and it comes from Austria. So I really like it. So what I will say about the Tractive is that it's secured to the collar pretty well. The straps can fail potentially, especially if they're playing with other dogs. So I would recommend using one of those little zip ties on it to kind of hold it onto the collar. It's really easy to charge. Charges in about a couple of hours. Comes with a proprietary charge cable. So that's a little bit of a downside. My older Tractive, still charging well, but they don't support that charge cable anymore. So if I break that charge cable, I'm kind of out of luck. I need to figure something else out or get somewhere online. But with this new one, so far they have a lot of supplies for it. It just came out in May. So beautiful in here with all the snow, my goodness. And so far I'm really excited about the XL's battery. I think it's working really well. They have upgraded the software on the original Tractive as well to improve the amount of battery you have. It lasts up to 10 days, they claim now, which I'm getting about 14 days. So yeah, I think it's worth it to get the XL, especially if you have a 50-pound dog. Again, it's a very large product, so it will be kind of heavy for a dog smaller than that. The smaller Tractive is basically 8 pounds and up, just for your reference. And as always, I mean, GPS products are great, but other safety measures are necessary for your pet. Know where they are at all times. Don't rely on that as a babysitter. And throw it in the bush. Make sure they wear orange and have a bell so that you can have multiple ways of finding them, because I don't think that little beeper on the Tractive is super helpful in locating them unless it's like dead quiet. I definitely use the bell to help me echolocate along with the info from the Tractive. So my view on how they have gotten a bit better with the battery time on these units is that I'm sure it's a larger lithium battery for sure. Also, I feel the software has a lot to do with it. I don't know that they are getting the most frequent updates of their location when you're just kind of in standby mode. When you're in live mode, obviously, boom, it tracks onto the dog. But, in terms of the live, they have to ping the satellite, and the more pings it's trying to get to kind of lock on, I think that drains your battery faster. So live mode will drain the battery faster, so it's pinging all the time, every 2 to 3 seconds. Whereas, you can get 2 to 60 minutes updates, for the regular sort of the location while it's just on the dog. You're not necessarily tracking them per se. But, so keep that in mind. If your dog takes off, it might not ping you for a little bit to let you know. So they can get a considerable distance away from you from that, but at least you can put it on live mode and then you can find out where they're at. With any GPS tracker, also keep in mind that it should be in direct line of sight to the sky. You're not going to get the best, latch on the satellites when you're in heavy cover or, next to a lot of big buildings and things like that. There's a potential for the signal to be not as strong. This unit's pretty good, but be aware of that always. Even with my other GPSs that I use for off-grid, that can be an issue if you're in heavy cover, the dog's in heavy cover. Thank you so much for joining us today to learn a little bit more about the Tractive XL and where it may be a little bit more beneficial for you compared to maybe the older Tractive that you had. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave them down below in the comments. Have a great week. Take care.